hormonal health and my development and my mental health. And so, and that's in the context of me actually being super aware, like from age 9 of all these things, and being in full self-control as much as I can afford it. And it still would affect me. So I just infer and I empathize with the more ordinary folk who just don't have much else to do with their lives because they don't have a sense of sanctuary. There is no life food for the average person.
Yes, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I would like to ask you about, so as I understand, you have a very unique and opinionated position on the whole topic, so I would like to map it out by asking you questions on the discourse. So we would find what everyone thinks and what you think in comparison to that. And so for the record, because many people probably haven't read the group chat, but as I understand, you've had sex, right?
Yeah.
So you are not a virgin, and was it voluntary? Was it like a one-night stand?
Well, it's voluntary for over like a year and a half.
Okay, so you've had a girlfriend practically.
Well, yeah, I confess.
Yeah. So, and you believe that it is naturally healthy and necessary for a human to function to its best ability to have sex regularly.
Healthy human.
But what about there were many historical examples of people who abstained from sex who were virgins for most of their lives, and they achieved remarkable success. For example, Newton, he famously died a virgin at age 40.
Newton's entire personality is not transparent. Like his life, he was a Mason. He was in charge of the Royal Mint.
So you think he's basically a fake cell? He's fake?
No.
He is very disposed against the Catholic.
Look, I believe that figures like Newton or Shakespeare or John Dee.
So his personality is largely fabricated.
Yes.
That's what. Okay, but I could come up with
any other examples.
Yeah, like the Russian mathematician Grigory Perelman is a known abstainer from sex, I think. Or like the other one, what's the TV famous person in Russia that is all-knowing?
I think Zog has been playing with my internet connection. But yeah, so if you're looking for like from what you said, apart from Newton does not count as.
Yeah, okay, let's disregard.
He's a mythical and remote example in history. If you would look for an example from, let's say, the 21st or the 20th century of someone who is.
Yes, I agree. Let's disregard him because it's very far away. I was talking about the modern example, Grigory Perelman, the Russian mathematician, or the other one, Anatoly Wasserman, which are famous, notorious intellectuals known for abstaining from sex.
Not a balanced individual, so neither of them is balanced. Anatoly Wasserman was probably a liar, but Perelman is easy to appreciate as a likely incel, but he's in a narrow field of research, and in that kind of very detached, very formal, abstract scientific.
You would basically view them as unhealthy.
Correct.
But there are also the infamous cases of incels are Muhammad Ali, who famously abstained from sex because he believed that it was necessary for the peak human capability in boxing. So he abstained from sex for at least 5 years, I think, or more. And he was always abstaining when he was competing. And he recommended that was like his training program. So he also recommended Mike Tyson to do that. And Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, as the greatest martial artists of all time, are known for abstaining from sex.
Mike Tyson is an example of wouldn't say unhealthy, but like a genetic outlier. It's like a mild case of a freak.
Yeah, but like
Muhammad Ali.
my point is this: is those are the examples of people performing at the top of human capability in their fields, like either boxing or intellectual fields, and they did not have sex, so they were practically the same as incels in that regard.
Muhammad Ali had 9 children.
Yes, but when he was competing, he is publicly known to abstain from sex or masturbation because he believed that it was
Spouses.
harmful.
Sonji Roy married 64, divorced 66. Belinda Boyd married 67, divorced 76. Veronica Pochet married 77, divorced in 1986. Yolanda Lonnie Williams married in 1986. So
yes, that was known, but he was practicing semen retention. That's what I'm talking about, because he believed that it is a beneficial practice.
According to you, but I don't have that data either way. Nor do I care about some boxing niggas.
Okay.
Boxing is not an achievement, by the way. It's a sport, and it's not an athletic sport. It's not a healthy sport. It's not where you would have a healthy, like all-round developed person.
Yes, I know that.
Demonstrating physique and athleticism and like dexterity and all that stuff.
I would agree with that, but it still takes a lot of truth and talent to be the greatest of all time, even in boxing.
Yeah, so I don't see what you're getting at, but your examples are really poor.
So what you're saying is basically that I'm replying to your initial point that, and I'm not debating you, I'm just trying to understand your position in a more elaborate way. So you've said that
you did have understood my position. You're trying to bait me into abandoning or questioning my own position. But again,
no. Wait a second.
You should try really much harder.
I'm not trying to bait you or anything like that. So you've said that I'm an incel myself, for the record, and I'm 22 right now, and I've been what is called black-pilled for some years at least. Until recently, I've kind of started doubting it, but I'm approaching you in good faith and very charitable. So I just want to hear you out.
I'm telling you, please try and find the bitch and please try and use her for this activity, which 100% of the male parts of your lineage and 100% of the female parts of your lineage all have successfully performed, by definition of you being alive today. So this goes back not only to the first mammal ancestor, but the first vertebrate ancestor and the first sexually reproducing ancestor cell of your lineage. So that's a couple of billion years, or 1.5 billion years. So all of your mother and grandmother, maternal grandmother, maternal grandfather, etc. All successfully reproducing individuals. And this is the biological reality. You are a product of that biological reality, to the extent that, I mean, there was a full stop there. I'm starting a new sentence. To the extent that you deviate from that healthy norm, which constitutes eons of your, of your biological lineage, you may have, difficulties with sex or reproduction or whatever, but that's just you being a phenotype. That's you being an individual. In order to develop your genotype, so in order for your phenotype to make the most use of 3.7 billion years of biological evolution, you ought to tend to that healthy overall archetype, the genotype that you have inherited.
Yes, I agree. But back to the initial question. You said that every man should have sex regularly to be healthy and fulfilled.
No. Every healthy man will struggle with an enormous sex drive that, according to 1 Corinthians 7, should be abated through sex.
Yes.
In the context of a legal marriage, because unfortunately our kaki civilization have cornered us in between the demand to stay monogamous and the demand to and a strict ban on extramarital sex. So it's only the problem like for actual fundamentalist Christians who want to fucking autistically follow rules, as opposed to pursue, saving their soul and saving their civilization, or at least saving their family. So
Yes.
I'm not trying to like push you or persuade you. I'm just
I'm not
laying
a
out
very
you.
I'm not a very pious person, and I've only recently reconciled with my faith, and I'm still in a state of spiritual search.
Yeah. So the thing is, my general stance on this: if you are healthy, if you follow the same mainstream line as 100% of your male lineage and 100% of your female lineage, you will have this, neurological norm for a male teenager or male adult. And if there is any other discourse trying to say, oh no, you can overcome the sex drive, you should fight it, you should stay celibate. Well, yeah, you should stay celibate if you can, and maintain mental health at the same time. But if you see yourself failing at that on day one, you should be able to observe yourself and be aware and alert and self-conscious. I mean, just conscious of yourself, self-aware, to notice on day one of you developing mental health problems, or during your development to your development to be delayed, because instead of having sex from your early teens, you didn't, and therefore your phenotype does not develop, because to develop, say, eyesight, you need to have your eyes open.
Okay,
if your eyes get blocked up,
yes,
if your eyes get blocked up at the, from day one, you will not develop eyesight. If you do not have sex at the time that you first want to, for a week, and then a month, and then a year, and then 10 years, and then 20 years, and then 30 years, you will not. You will have your health compromised. It's the way things work. Same with your muscles. If you don't walk, you will not. You will compromise your potential.
Yes, but are you? Do you think that free will is real?
No.
So you are a determinist.
No, I'm not nationalist. I'm rejecting concepts that are bullshit concepts. So
But
free will is not a concept that is a valid concept. There is no free will. It's not my choice to. It's not my authority that I decide.
do you believe that everything in your life and your every thought and action was predetermined by your biological state and external circumstances?
No, that's not how physics works. There is an open system. There is a space. There is a cosmos, and there is me floating inside it. And there is local and non-local interactions.
Yes.
And free will is a completely different realm. So it's not physics. It's not anything. It's just a concept that is an invalid concept. It's like a round square, right? So a round square is a word. Round square is a square that is round. It just doesn't exist. Round square. I know it's not like my belief. I don't have to be some ist to tell you now with full authority that the round square cannot exist. If you try to me, if you try now to define free will,
yes,
I will demonstrate to you that you are failing to define free will.
Okay,
because what you're saying is self-contradictory.
That's interesting. So I would define free will as the ability to act independently out of. So the ability to act independently and out of your own volition in any circumstance. That's what I would say. free will
What if there is no atmospheric air and there is vacuum and it will explode because of the blood pressure exploding?
Then that is a situation where free will is not explicit.
Exactly. So in order to, so you're saying that the free will is the ability, right?
Yes. You either have that or not.
Aha. But you can only have free will if you've got atmospheric air and an oxygen content that maintain your living existence as a body.
Yes. Obviously, there are situations like if I'm sleeping, for example.
No, that's not obvious. It's not obvious. So if you're trying to like define free will, and you're telling me that this bullshit word, I'm saying that you're missing something in your definition, because one atmospheric air with an adequate oxygen content has to be included in your definition, as well as the entire list of your current circumstances as a mouth who's able to talk about free will, or as someone who can strike the keyboard or write a philosophical essay about free will.
Yes.
So there is a lot of omissions happening there, and those omissions are just not
that means in that situation, I will not have free will. Free will not be relevant.
Exactly, you won't. Now you just cannot specify a situation when you do have free will.
I can. So if I'm sleeping, for example, and I'm unconscious, and you walk up to me with a knife and stab, that is, I have no free will in that situation. That was not out of my own volition. But if I'm awake and you walk up to me and you ask me to go there anywhere, like I can either agree with you and go anywhere, or I can refuse. That is where free will is. At least that is what free will is defined as.
It's not a definition.
I mean, that is an example of using free will by definition.
I know it's an example, but you can't give a definition.
Yeah, I've already given.
You cannot point out to me the phenomenon of free will in its clarity, in its like empirical, observable, measurable clarity. Come on.
Okay, so you think that the concept of free will is meaningless, right?
It's not meaningless, it's invalid. Like the concepts have to be built according to the rules that govern the building and use of concepts.
Okay.
And concepts have been built throughout ages that violate those rules, and these violators have being useless, philosophers, and usually shills. They usually shill for somebody else's interest, like religious sect.
You appear to have a very elaborate historical and philosophical position on European culture and our civilization, and I'm very interested in that. But I would like to keep the conversation, at least for now, about the black pill, the red pill, and the inceldom.
Free will, so you cannot defend free will, and nobody else can defend free will, so just move on.
Yeah, let's just accept that. So, about the inceldom, there are... as I understand, and this concept is extremely popular right now, especially with young people. It is promulgated through TikTok, social influences which have millions of followers and forums, and practically almost every incel or every member of the server shares to some degree the belief of the black pill ideology. And I would elaborate on that, even though it's... So there are three pills, as it is presented.
Red and black. I reject the whole notion of there being three pills.
I will present the three views, and then I propose that we discuss each of them and why they are wrong. So, first of all, there is a notion that every male is competing for every woman. Second, there is a notion that there is the wholeflation and the hypergamy. Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
So this problem was not as relevant as it is now because of how right now there is no sexual morality and women can sleep around and have infinite partners. Plus there is globalism in which every male can travel anywhere. Plus there are dating apps, so every male can connect with 1,000 females instantly. So women only date up, and in the modern discourse, this problem is worse and worse and worse with every day. And it's also worsened by third world migration, because migrants are mostly men. So there are more men than women. So do you think that this problem is eternal? and it is in every generation like that, or is it local to today? Because I think that it is eternal, and the notion of hyper-resilience, well, let's say, overstated.
I believe that the underlying nature is a problem, whereas what you have described is not a problem per se. It's a problem, say, for me, because I have no money and I cannot actually participate in that, like amoral, immoral, fornicating society. So for me, it's a problem. For those who do participate in, as like happy users of that whole infrastructure, mostly women. Right?
I mean, this is a problem
for them.
Yes.
But this is a bonus.
The societal problem would be the rising amount of incels, which is allegedly reaching the critical mass. So there will be, according to the...
There's no societal problem directly arising from the fact that incels versus chat.
No, what do you mean? There are always...
That's
there
not
are
a
always,
serious enough problem.
So in any time there are incels and chats, but according to the black pill ideology or the modern discourse, this problem is worsened by modern technology and a couple of societal changes, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse progressively. So
the answer is we live in a uniquely dark age. So we live in an unprecedented dark age. So I heard your question. So my short answer is that this is really local to our age, whereas you believe it's not. But then you need to at that point I found out that you are referring to the problem, but you're not pinpointing where the problem actually lies. What's the actual problem?
Well,
I'm saying the situation of inceldom and like sexual dissatisfaction of white males is just incredible. It's freaky, and it arises from a global Zionist regime.
Fully correct.
It's a global regime that got built as a result of World War II, when the Catholic civilization got defeated in World War II.
I would agree to that, but I would say that it was progressive.
Like civilization, but I think you're lagging, or I am. Like there's some kind of maybe some.
Am I lagging?
On my end.
No.
Guys. Yes.
No.
Oh, okay. So I'm not lagging.
Up now.
Wait, guys, 1 second.
Okay.
It's my connection. Shit. Again, Zog. Again, every time I mention the Jews or Zog or the fucking Masons, they start messing with my internet connection.
Well, the ISP can...
Fuck the New Zealand police as well.
Nope.
Yep, Jews just disconnected him.
Gay.
I mean, don't live stream your webcam.
With my connection, it's the glow is. Gay. With Telegram.
I'm back. Okay, so are you familiar with the terms fakecel, truecell, height cell, dick cell, rise cell, and like that?
I think he's lagging out.
Oh. Holy stone cold incel.
Well,
Stone cold.
I assume he would be, because did show him like face LMS videos 18. But even then he was like, he hasn't really changed in terms of like discourse.
Have you? Oh,
Hello?
hello.
The fuck, he was on the book. Oh, okay.
Wait, have you watched him on YouTube?
Well, before the whole like red pill, black pill hammer thing, there used to be a YouTube channel called Face NL. Just like psychoanalyze like facial goniols and whatnot. Which is like the early
Those who
internet discourse.
Golden face ratio.
But I'm still. Dude, are you still black belt though?
Who, me?
Yeah. Or are you on the side of like this?
Kind of.
Interesting.
To me, black pill's not an ideology. It's more like a outlook on.
Yeah,
It's
that
a real thing.
black pill is that everything is predetermined by your genes and looks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And if you didn't get the looks, then it's over for you. You will never slay Stasis. That's what the black pill is.
Well, at the same time, it's just like you could have like a shit ton of money, or you could be like really fucking tall. So, like, also,
Yeah, but that's like the point is that it's over for you. You're not fucking tall and you don't have a lot of money. It's over. That's
yeah, but if
anonymous.
you were tall, good looking, and had a lot of money, that would just like
Coming
you're
from
slaying
Shaw.
everybody.
You see how I can feel how emo is scared in the presence of the true stone cold truecell.
Yeah, she felt his aura. We felt his aura.
Voids tremble.
Well, they cannot
the side.
comprehend. Physically comprehend.
Yes. A true stone cold truecell.
He's
Like-
the master debater.
The fuck you even mean? Like he's a. I mean,
But he wasn't. Yeah, like he's more of a schizo,
He's
to be
in the
honest.
knowings. He's in the knowings.
like having sex for 1.5 year, or like, is it still being a lean cell?
Yeah,
They're
fake
like we
cell.
could-
Fake cell.
Yeah, like we could call like women like fem cells, sure.
Yes.
Well, most fem
They
cells
could also
come
be
with the
like, oh, like,
attitude of like, woe
I
is
only
me.
had sex for like, I'm like 20-year-old and like I had sex for only 10 years, so I'm a fem cell. like you know.
Yeah, it's like a woe is me,
Yeah,
man.
I haven't had sex in 4 hours, so I'm literally a fem cell.
Because I just hate being accused of things that I haven't done.
Holy shit, we have a German on this voice chat. Can you say something in German?
Ja, natürlich kann ich das.
What?
Yes, of course I can.
So like, what do you have in Germany?
Like social problems, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Like, what's the latest new?
Our government is retarded.
Wait,
Yeah, I don't know.
who's the leader of Germany? Did AfD lose the election?
Ignore him, bro.
Who's in charge of them?
Okay.
Merz.
Did AfD lose the election? So who's in charge of them?
CDU, which is like a Christian party, but not really.
And did they rape the AfD? Hello?
No, not really. AfD got like in the polls were right now about 25%. So they got good chances.
But that you need like form a coalition.
Yes, and nobody wants to do it with them.
Because of bad
So probably
optics
the
or
next-
just politics or
Yeah. Yeah. So the next government is just gonna be complete dog shit. Like it's gonna be like 5 parties that got 60% total
The Social
versus
Democrats.
the AFD with 40%. So the government is just gonna do nothing. It's just gonna be chaos and decline. Yeah.
That place must suck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hello?
Her
No,
frying
the
is
philosophers
Someone's
don't
frying, is it?
work.
Yo.
Yeah, it feels bad, man. He's literally in the middle of the farm. Fucking shack.
Oh, fuck.
Coon cave in New Zealand.
I mean, if that's what you call it, I mean, I guess.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night to Tech Beer.
Good night.
Morgan.
Oh, okay.
Morgan.
Yo, we should play that anime music singing game again.
Yeah, over.
Over.
Everyone download their hentai games. Let's game.
It's
Game.
over. It's over. Okay, at least we got Seiko in this VC. In this.
What? Sicko.
What?
Like a
Shit. I just had a.
That's Imo, not Sicko.
One seat.
No, I was having like a schizospurg out right now. I was thinking maybe I should just say nigger out loud.
I think you just did.
He was thinking while saying. That's nice.